Hello, this is Schedulytics and welcome to today's session. In today's brief video, we'll be looking at how we can use the Stata platform to be able to run a confidence interval around a proportion. So if you watch this video right to the very end, you'll be able to know how you can navigate your way around it using the Stata platform. So now let's go to Excel and look at what data we are looking at and see. So this is a data set talking about the malaria status of some patients. So we have positive and we have negative. So a proportion of them will be positive, and then a proportion of them will be negative. Now we want to see if we give the positive proportion and the negative proportion. We also want to specify what is the confidence interval of this proportion we have gotten. So that is the essence of this video. So in order to do that, for you to be able to run confidence interval around a proportion in Stata, you have to have the outcome to be a binary outcome, as in 1 and 0, where you are going to code the outcome of interest as 1 and then the other one as 0. So here we want a proportion both for the negative and then the positive. So what it means is that we are going to generate one variable where we are going to focus on the interest, the outcome of interest being positive. And then we are going to generate another one where the outcome of interest will be what? Negative. So in this case, in the malaria positive case, we are going to code positives as 1. And in this situation where we are looking at malaria negative as the interest, we are going to code the negative as 1. I hope the concept is clear. We are going to code malaria positive as 1 and drag it down. So it replaces, but then for the negative side, the interest is negative, so we code positives as 0. And then we'll go to negative and then code this one as 0. And then this one as 1. Good. So now we are done preparing our data set. So this phase of it is data preparation. So we have prepared this and this. So we are interested in copying these two variables and then going to the Stata platform to load it in there. So here we are. We click here and then we paste. So we have two variables that have been added. So now we go to the command window. So we go to the command window, and here is the command window, and then we type our code there. So right here, you can see that we have the malaria positive and malaria negative that have been generated for us. So now we want a confidence interval around the positive. So to do that, we need this code CI proportion and then malaria positive. And straight away, when I click OK, it gives us this is the proportion. And then it gives us the confidence interval, 95% confidence interval. Let's see if we can change the level of confidence to maybe 90%. Good. So by typing level into bracket 90% changes the confidence interval. So it is not always that you have to set your confidence interval to 95, but then you can change it depending on what assumptions you are considering or the margin of error you are allowing in your research. So this is it for the positive one. So the confidence interval is what? So the proportion is 78.4%, and the confidence interval is 73.4% to 82.9%. I have approximated to 1 decimal place. That is why I'm calling them that way. So we run the same for malaria negative. And it also gives us the proportion and then the corresponding 95% confidence interval. So basically, this is how you can be able to run confidence interval around the proportion in Stata. So first of all, you have to prepare your data by ensuring that your outcome of the variable is binary, specifically 0 and 1. And you are going to code the proportion that you want to run the confidence interval as 1, and then the other as 0. Then you come to the Stata platform, and then you type in the code CI proportion, malaria, neg, whatever, or the variable that you are interested in running the confidence interval, and then you click on OK. If you also want to read more about the CI proportion, you can just type help. You can type help CI proportion and click on OK, and straight away you have a lot of material there for you to read. So we have CI means, CI proportion, and whatnot. So this is another way you can be able to learn how to use the commands in Stata. If you find this video useful, we want to encourage you to subscribe, turn on the post notification bell, share the video, and like it. Until we meet again on our next one, this is Kedulytics, and it's a bye.